unemployment and guns are a very interesting combination. Almost 25 million jobs could be lost worldwide as a result of COVID-19, was said by our International Labour Organization on March 2020. Hello everyone, my topic is, will there be still job crisis in Indian economy due to COVID-19? India has the world's largest youth population, but with so many graduates out of work due to the lockdown, economists fear structural employment issues may end up affecting their future and the generations following. Young people who have invested in higher education are finding it increasingly hard to find work, potentially affecting their future prospects and potentially those of future generations. The pandemic is making this issue all the more acute. In May, the International Labour Organization warned that COVID-19's economic fallout could leave many young people behind. About 41% of people aged between 15 to 29 were out of work in May. This is up from 17.3% in 2018 to 2019, and an estimated 27 million people between the ages of 20 and 30 lost their jobs in April. The long-term impact of the pandemic will be very severe and take a long time to fix. Young people will not be able to save for the future, and that affects the next generation too. Until 2040, the proportion of working age people in India is expected to outweigh the number of their dependents, like the children and older people, a phenomenon that economists refer to as a demographic dividend. But with the pandemic causing enormous economic damage, analysts warn that India is likely to miss out on this benefit. The economy was already slowing down severely, and now the lockdown has made everything worse. If the young generation is not given jobs, then the demographic dividends will become a demographic demon. Young people will be more willing to accept less pay and poor working conditions just because they are so desperate to make a living. By accepting whatever job they can get and not necessarily one that suits their education or skills, their potential goes unused. This sets us back hugely in terms of realizing any portion of the demographic dividend. If everyone ends up competing for the same kinds of job, what's the use of studying more? At 12.7%, the unemployment rate for Indian graduates was more than double the overall figure of 6% in 2018. A symptom of India's failure to create enough high-quality non-farming jobs. Analysts also worry that many young people could end up earning little more than their parents' generation despite spending more time and money on school. What we can do in this situation? With cases of COVID-19 still on the rise, the length and severity of this current crisis are hard to predict. While some are hopeful of a rebounding economy once the virus is controlled, others warn that progress on the jobs front will be limited. We have been more or less stuck at around 405 million jobs since 2016. 4 policy shocks in 4 years. Companies have had no room to invest in new capacity. If there's no investment, then there's no new jobs, and this problem continues. Business sentiment fell to a 10-year low in June 2019. The government has tried to revive private sector confidence through measures like corporate tax cuts and increasing liquidity in the banking sector. The state government has also done many things to revive the industry activity. While New Delhi has not announced specific measures for out-of-work youth, it has injected $5.3 billion into its rural employment scheme as part of a COVID-19 stimulus package. Hang in there as better times are ahead. Thank you.